Welcome to ESPN's coverage of Champ Week presented by Principal. As Champ Week rolls on tonight, we're in Las Vegas, and it is the title game in this West Coast Conference Championship. The matchup we seem to get year after year, the two powerhouse teams in this great basketball league. It's the #1 seed, the Gales of St. Mary's, who really in so many ways dominated the regular season in this conference against the team that has done that so many times over the years, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The #2 seed in this tournament here. Meeting #3 head-to-head this season, and Gonzaga will have the ball first in this championship game.
I never take it for granted I'm sitting next to you again for a championship game in this conference. It's been a heck of a ride, partner.
We have had so many special games between these two. How about Braden Huff in the starting lineup? That is unusual. A change for the Zags. That's pretty big news.
I think they really want to attack down low and see if they can soften up the interior of this defense.
Ooh, very soft touch from Ike. A little baseline fadeaway jump shot. Meanwhile, the same starting lineup for the Gales they've had all year long.
Expect to see a lot of zone tonight, in particular if Mikey Lewis isn't out on the floor.
Mitchell Saxon against Ike, working one-on-one. Saxon, little shot fake, and then Ike fouled him.
Whoever stays on the floor along Rippler, they battle on the glass. And Saxon's one of the best offensive rebounders in the country.
Makes a sort of poke, but came back up with it. Morauskas missed the shot. So the first couple minutes, teams trying to get into an offensive rhythm. That's Huff. He's such a good scorer. Really. Gales very happy to be deliberate on offense. Luke Barrett, offensive rebound, puts it back in.
He makes all the hard plays. I mean, he sneaks in. He'll find rebounds outside of his area and be able to put them back in.
Now Morauskas went for the steal. Huff falls down. Battle, baseline, good pass. Ike was fouled, and he made it anyway. For a shooter. Makes that one. That's a three-point play, and it's an early 7-3 Gonzaga lead. Head coach of the Zags. He has played, his teams have played in this championship game every single year.
And of course, it's led him to 9 consecutive Sweet 16s.
Huff scores again.
That was a beautiful pass by large deficit, but you've got to start executing at the offensive end and getting some cleaner looks.
Took Morauskas out. Wessels is in. Marshallonis against Huff. Marshallonis gets his first basket of the night.
That's also his first shot attempt of the night.
Yeah.
You think he senses that moment of, things aren't going well. Maybe instead of just facilitating and running it, I got to be able to look to score.
Good defense by Marshallonis to cut off Ryan Nembhard. What a battle of point guards that is. Battle elevates. And
basketball, these are 2 of the top 4.
It's been the same 2 head coaches. It's been the same 2 programs and systems and cultures. Here's Huff, who shoots the 3. Good! Wow, in the starting lineup, and he's a Hall of Fame kind of coaching decision at the start of this championship game. Saxon got double teamed and couldn't pass out of it. That's a turnover. Here's Battle on the attack. Battle spins it in. Here's Jordan Ross. His 3 is too strong. Wessels taps it to Barrett, who then lost it. It's going to be Battle again. He's not slowing down. He'll go to the free throw line.
With Battle able to finish. Outstanding job by Nembhard. Speaking of which, Mikey Lewis just checked into the game. Now, we've seen a lot of zone. They've been outstanding. It's March, right?
Barrett gave up the 3. Here is Lewis. Nembhard closed out on him, forced him to shoot the 2, and he makes it.
Good. There's something about the best teams that bring something out of Mikey Lewis. That was a big-time move against a veteran player. Stop, hesitate, create space, and elevate.
And you watch the Gales sometimes. You kind of know why it happens, but there are games where he doesn't play much at all. Greg, the cut, and the dunk, right on top of Saxon.
Really good. They manage possessions. They've turned the ball over 3 times. They're shooting 23%. They've gotten almost no offensive rebounds.
Finally, an uncontested look for Saxon. Gonzaga's letting him operate.
Keep attacking the paint. You have not been a great, prolific 3-point shooting team. Continue to get the ball inside and be aggressive.
They're double teaming Marshallonis, and somebody's got to make him pay for that. Sacks. Wessel's so big and strong, but he lost it again. It's his second time he's just kind of lost it. Nemhard goes all the way and scores. Harry Wessel's got to be a little stronger with the.
They had to watch St. Mary's celebrate in the McCarthy Athletic Center. Their home court, first time ever in that building's history.
The team had clinched and celebrated on that floor. Saxon kind of hesitated, but it turned into a nice play.
St. Mary's
shot clock down to 7. Hickman gets a screen from Ike. Hickman will pull up and miss it. Ike tapped it, but Barrett comes away.
I think you almost have to keep Mikey Lewis out on the floor if they're going to continue to have to play man-to-man with him, because the offense is moving a lot to cause problems for the Gales. The Bulldogs have gone to man-to-man. All of a sudden, things are starting to open up, and this game's getting tighter.
St. Mary's, at the very least, I'm sure feels like they've stabilized things.
They've made 4 of the last 5, Dave.
Nemhard. Double team came. Morauskas really didn't see it. Skipped it over the top. They're paying extra attention to Mikey Lewis. He scores anyway. And a foul.
I mean, they put this 12 in plus minus. Mikey Lewis comes out on the floor. They're plus 6.
Huff going to work against him. Huff just getting closer and closer. Missed the shot. Followed his own miss. And he scores.
Braden Huff outworking Morauskas.
And Huff, the things we've been saying about Mikey Lewis, Huff has been that kind of difference maker for the Zags. Hickman, little runner. Back up to a 10-point lead.
We got Ryan Nemhard on Mikey Lewis right now. Nolan Hickman, who did a great job defensively last night against Beasley.
Marshallonis, he was going one dribble, and he just missed it.
Marshallonis is too big, too strong for Dusty Stromer. And if you have that matchup, you got to find that and take advantage of it.
Nemhard just working his history. Lewis has to give it up. He'll get it back from Wessels. Pull up for 3. Off the back iron. Ike, but a foul, and I think they're going to call Huff for the foul. On the floor. Pure passer that I've ever seen.
He said his vision is second to none, and that includes expected, which is a big reason why his turnovers numbers are so down.
Saxon missed the second free throw. Huff is going to save it inbounds. Here is Nemhard, matched up against Marshallonis. Lewis off the floor for the Gales. Jordan Ross back in. Nolan Hickman against him, draws a foul. So immediately attacked against Jordan.
Nolan Hickman's been around for a really long time in Spokane, Washington.
It does mean a lot in terms of where they're going to fit. We got you covered at 9 Eastern and 10 Eastern, so all evening Sunday covering the reveal.
Well, the pressure bothered St. Mary's again. They barely got the ball over the top of the timeline.
Henry Wessels with the basket.
Good drop off by Marshall in that game in Moraga. That was great hustle by the big man who scored it at one end and got back in transition with urgency.
He's been playing well down the stretch of this season. Saxon got his feet set and made the basket.
If you're St. Mary's, get a couple more. They're so efficient. From 3, they are not. They're 1 of 7, as you mentioned, Dave.
And the Gales haven't made a 3 yet. Ross working his way into the lane. Wessels grabs the miss. Wessels off the glass. Bodies flying everywhere.
It's the entire 13-point deficit.
Listen to this place. Isn't this cool? It's the first half. Just great energy in the building. Nemhard, and they call a foul. He reached in to try to steal it away from Saxon, and he fouled him.
Nemhard has been subbed out in a game against St. Mary's this year.
And he didn't ever come out against him. I didn't realize how big you were. Saxon.
How about you? Why not?
Because.
You're going to the Ivy.
I am. I'm going to do the Ivy League Championship this year. Ivy Madness.
Bring a double. Don't let him get to that bounce.
Wessels, Ike lays it in.
That's the first time in a really long time they got Graham Ike the ball down low on the block. And again, if you're going to play him straight up, you can't do it. And I keep going back to it and force St. Mary's to have to change their coverage. Technical foul on Ryan Nembhard.
Wow.
He was told to sit down. He did not. He continued to talk. That is huge.
Yeah, Marcellonis gets the free throws. He makes the first. St. Mary's is a team.
Hey, Dave. You look at, he's chirping at the ref. He walks away. Still won't sit down. Still then says something to the official, and that got him the tee.
Yeah.
And now you've made this a one-possession game with 30 seconds left, and the Gales have the ball.
Plus, that's his third personal.
It's crazy. He picked up a foul on the bench, which is why he was pulled out of the game. Now, if you're the Gales, I get Saxon on an on-ball screen. They're going to bring Wessels instead.
Marcellonis and Saxon just lost it. Plenty of time for the Zags. Nolan Hickman drives baseline, kicks it out. Huff for three, no. And the horn will sound. That shot wouldn't have counted. And we've got ourselves a 2-point game at the half.
What a competitive and spirited first half. The response from the Gales.
Story. He was taken out of the game in the final minute of the half with 2 fouls and then got a technical while he was on the bench. So now he has 3 as we start the second half. St. Mary's has the ball and a great pass. Saxon dunks it home from Marcellonis.
And we're tied. And bound, couple of fouls. Like, this is a guy who was the newcomer of the year in the WCC and has had some really big games.
Caleb Battle went right by Barrett and scored.
Remember, Caleb Battle.
Nembhard on the attack. Comes out the other side. And they're going to feed Huff. As long as Morauskas is matched up against him, they're going to him. Because Morauskas just can't handle him.
Get Harry Wessels up.
The player he has abused, Polis Morauskas. Converts the free throw. That's a 3-point play. And after it was tied, the Zags back up by 5.
Good response by Gonzaga.
Nembhard is thinking about going for the steal. So Wessels is in the game. Morauskas on the bench. They'll set a screen for Jordan Ross, whose shot was rejected by Huff. Gales got lucky that it didn't. Otherwise, it would have been Gonzaga ball. Shot clock down to 7. Luke Barrett making his way closer to the basket. Barrett scores. He does have 8 rebounds, Barrett, in this game. Battle again. Gosh, he's playing well.
That's a matchup problem right now. Caleb Battle frustrated with the foul trouble he had in the first half. Did a little too much that time. Great job by Barrett, though, to kind of pull the chair, and then he got caught in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was a veteran move. Marcellonis, little pull-up jumper.
I do like that Mark Few is...
Nembhard back on Jordan Ross. Trying to...
That's why you got to bring in Lewis, because then he can't hide it.
Ross just is not an aggressive scorer. Mikey Lewis is. Marcellonis goes down the lane with a left hand. Here's Ike.
Go to work, unless they double. Will Ross dig?
He did, but I don't know how much help that was.
Would you rather give Ike a 2-foot shot in the paint? In particular, in that game at the Chase Center that you called against USF.
Yeah, they dared him to shoot it. He burned him. Marcellonis spins, fouled. Well, you made the point. Nembhard stays in. Huff in for Ike.
Now who does Ryan Nembhard? This is a matchup that the Zags have been exploiting.
Battle against Saxon. That's just good defense. Innocente couldn't grab it, but neither could Morauskas. Nembhard, fade away. Good!
Big bucket. Late in the shot clock, settled
for 9. Gonzaga's 1 for 12. Is that amazing or what? From 3.
It's amazing, but it's awful.
Barrett down the lane. Barrett draws a foul, giving Battle a little taste of his own medicine.
But to take them from that moment, the Cinderella story, to one of the biggest brands in the sport, consistently challenging and stepping up and making a commitment to say, hey, the Zags did it. We want to be in
a plan, recruiting the right players, getting the players you know will fit the way you want to play ball. Year after year after year. Battle finds Huff.
Marshall Ellis was late in the rotation.
Not a great pass. Battle in the open court, steps through, scores.
When Caleb Battle gets his shoulder.
6-point lead for the Zags. It's 48-42. These two teams, it hasn't been pretty for either team on the offensive end. Barrett on the inbound play just kind of flipped it up and somehow it went in. St. Mary's needed that one.
But the Gales struggling to score here in the second half. Gonzaga hasn't pulled away.
Foul trouble maybe part of that. Nemhard back in, EK back in. But the lack of outside shooting on both sides, one of the reasons why it's still close. Battle drives, created for EK.
What a pass. He's playing his best basketball of the season right now.
Great regular season finale in the win against San Francisco. Beat San Francisco again, played well against them again last night. And now he's been Gonzaga's best player in this championship game.
That was close to a travel.
Saxon against EK. So times. We figure this is a good matchup for Marshallonis. Gave it up to Saxon. Saxon finds Wessels, and his shot was blocked, but they call the foul against EK. And now Wessels, who's a good free throw shooter ordinarily, but he missed it.
Would have 15 turnovers and be 0 of 13 from the free throw line.
Not as many second chance points as usual, and they're only down 3. Huff with the right hand. That's his offhand, and he scores. Randy Bennett had to take him out. Here comes Hickman. I'll get it back from EK. It's been a quiet game for Nolan Hickman. 2.5 minutes to go. Zags have the ball, leading by 5. Battle against Saxon. Shoots a 3. No. Huff grabs the rebound. Little reset for Ryan Nemhard. Back to Huff. Runner. Good!
Huff continues to dominate this game. Such great composure, awareness to get to the spot where he can be successful.
Saxon's had a good game as well. 1:44 to go and another timeout.
Dave.
Swept in the regular season by St. Mary's. Trying to win this conference tournament championship tonight. They're trying to go through Huff. Hickman and Saxon rejected the pass. Marshallonis hustles after the ball, and Hickman got back and stole it away.
What a play by Nolan Hickman.
That was about to be 2 for the Gales. Instead, the lead's still 5.
Wow, what a play.
And it counts as another turnover. A basket might do it, and there's a basket. St. Mary's can't even get a shot off. Battle! 2-on-1. Lob! Dunks it home! That's a way to win a championship. Out of bounds off of the Zags. 27 seconds left.
Talk about making a statement. Great hands defensively by Caleb Battle. Go ahead and reward him. Up, and away. Caleb Battle and the Gonzaga Bulldogs emphatically punching.
We're done. Sports Center coming up next. Barrett will lay it in. Probably not going to matter at this point. 23 seconds left. Lots to talk about on Sports Center, including this game. The Zags with Battle, with Huff. Not the normal top-line stars. Battle is also the #1 free throw shooter of all players in college basketball. #1. And his teammate.
But my point, Dave, is the win at Santa Clara, the win at San Francisco. It's both quad one. This is quad one victory here. That's 3 quad one victories in the last 4 games.
Yeah. Mikey Lewis, still no threes. That's going to be the story of this game.
It's over.
It's over.
The Zags came to Vegas, and the Zags did some Zag things. You don't think it mattered? Look at these guys. It wasn't the easiest all season long. But when March hit, the Zags kicked it into another gear. They came here to Vegas. They locked in defensively. They were physical. They took care of business off of turnovers.